Hey everyone, welcome back to another stream. 2 streams, 2 days in a row. Right after last night's Saturn SHMUPS stream, I went, ate some food, watched a little bit of YouTube, and then I passed out. And I just woke up about an hour and a half ago, and I was like, I woke up so late that there's not really a whole lot I can do. Let me just stream some more. So we're going to go ahead and run ourselves another Saturn SHMUPS stream. Playing a bunch of the shmups that I did not dabble with last night. We only played about 6 games, I think. I streamed for about 3 hours. We did Radiant Silvergun, we did Strikers 2, Darius Gaiden, which we got a 1cc on, which was crazy. Gun Frontier, Tsukyuku Rentai, and Galactic Attack, aka Ray Force or Layer Section. So, today we're going to start off with Layer Section 2, which is the sequel to Layer Section. This is a, port of RayStorm. This came out on PlayStation. It is much better on PlayStation, which is, fairly widely well known in the shmups community. But it's still kind of an interesting game on Saturn. I mean, it's just interesting that you can play it on the Saturn to begin with more Saturn quality polygons and whatnot. There's a lot of slowdown and stuff like that. A lot of transparency effects are missing now, unfortunately, but, it is what it is. There is an extra ship that you can play as, which is interesting. Oh, man, that's slowdown. I can see it already. But, yeah, it's still kind of cool. I don't really recommend playing this version over the PlayStation one, but if you're like me and you're on YouTube, you're doing a variety stream, it's cool to show off. So we're going to start off with Layer Section 2, and then we'll just move on to other stuff I did not play last night. So... Desan says, I find Gun Frontier pretty easy on the Saturn, but recently tried the arcade version thanks to Arcade Archives, and bloody hell, that wasn't so easy. Yeah. I don't know why they made the Saturn version considerably easier, which is interesting. And there are only 2 difficulty levels on Saturn, easy and normal, and it defaults to normal, which is still a lot easier than the arcade game. It's weird. I'm surprised they didn't include like a hard mode to match it with the arcade's difficulty. But, yeah, unfortunately they did not, and so, while it's still really fun on Saturn, and it still has a bite to it, it still is challenging. It's just nowhere near as challenging as the arcade game. It's just a weird design choice. The game is great otherwise, but yeah, it's, some of these old 32-bit shmups, you could use them as replacements for the arcade game. I mean, this was the era of shooting game where the home conversions were just about as good as the arcade games were. A lot of them had like rotate options, so you could rotate your screen, you could play in Tate, and they were just, excellent. But, there were examples like Gun Frontier where it seems like it's basically arcade perfect, except the difficulty doesn't line up. It's just a really odd design choice. So it's like they got so close to perfection and then just completely changed the difficulty curve. It's odd. So, but yeah, all right, let's go ahead and start with some Layer Section 2. Let's check out the options menu. I want to see what there are. One thing that's kind of nice here is I know the PlayStation version. I'm pretty sure it's got some... I'm pretty sure the PlayStation version has some like high-res things. I don't know if it's like the title screen or whatnot. But the Saturn version doesn't do that. It's like, so if you're someone that's streaming this game, it's always locked in at 240p, which is great. So I get no signal drops, basically. So control pad setting. This option menu looks completely different from the PlayStation version too, which is very interesting. All right, A and C is shot. B is my lock-on laser. X, Y, and Z is my special attack. I'm going to assume that pressing A and B together will do my special attack as well. I'm pretty sure the arcade game of this was only 2 buttons, and so you would have to do, both buttons together for your special attack. And that was still left into the PlayStation version, and I find myself accidentally doing the special attack all the time, which is frustrating. Because the special is basically like a get-out-of-jail-free card, So... it makes you invincible for like a short period of time. It's like a full screen clearing bomb, just about. So, player stock 3, rapid fire with Shooting down rates without. What is the shooting down rate? I don't know what that is. We'll put it on, we'll leave it on the default 5 credits. We might credit feed. We were actually doing some credit feeding last night. Usually when I do shmups, I try to just do like 1 credit, maybe 2 if I just want to see like another level or 2 in. But we were actually using up all of our credits last night just so I could show you guys farther into the games. Like we had to do that with Sukiya Garantai. We did that. I think we continued once on Radiant Silvergun. We actually got a 1 credit clear on Gun Frontier. We got a 1 credit clear on Darius Gaiden. Okay, so the difficulty level is a little bit lower than... Okay. On PlayStation version, I always crank it up halfway, but really I think you should leave this game on the default difficulty. It is a pretty challenging game, so I would leave it on its default. And score ranking... Very cool. I mean, I like this interface here. I like how it looks on the Saturn version. It's pretty cool. I haven't seen this version in years now. I did a Saturn SHMUPS stream here probably about 3 years ago. I think it was when I first moved into this game room that I'm currently in. Yeah, Dasan. I'm looking forward to the remaster of these too. So this actually has. Oh yeah, this is the new ship right here. But yeah, you lock on with lasers just like you do in the first game. And there's a score multiplier based on how many enemies you lock onto at once. The second ship, which has this focused laser shot, basically can like you could like double the lock-ons than you can with the first ship. So you're like, when it comes to scoring high in this game, you pretty much have to play as the second ship with the the blue laser. Yeah, and this version has some extra full motion video that wasn't in the PlayStation game. Hey, Jules, what's going on? Finally, a stream fitting your crazy schedule. Oh, that ViewSonic monitor you tweeted about, Uber. You just got that. Okay, I didn't know that. One really nice addition... Hold on, I gotta turn my headphones down a little bit. One really nice addition in this game versus Layer Section 1 is that you can now lock onto enemies at the same height as you. They don't have to be below you now. So you can be a lot more offensive, which is pretty cool. Also, there's this new, like, bomb shot with the lock-on. If you successfully get all locks onto a single enemy, they'll sort of, all your lasers will combine and, like, explode and do extra damage. It's pretty cool. Just like in the first game, you've got different weapon upgrade drops. The green crystals are laser improvements. The yellow crystals upgrade your main shot completely. Oh, what the hell did I get hit by? I got hit by slowdown. Yeah, I'm noticing the sound effects are very muted in this version, too. That ViewSonic monitor, Uber, is it a CRT still, or is it like one of their early LCDs? It's an LCD. Oh, gotcha. Okay. What's the quality of it like? I know a lot of that early LCD tech is not very good in this day and age. Yeah, you can tell that the Saturn really struggles with this when the environments get a lot more complex. So like that first water area was actually pretty smooth. But the second we got to this this second area, it really starts chopping up. Now, unfortunately, they went with frame skipping. Oh, I got hit again? You gotta be kidding me. Frame skipping and a combination of slowdown. It's a weird mixture, and so it could be tough to get used to. You have to watch out for this guy. He'll actually fly up above you. And his little, yep. The back part of him can actually smack into you. Oh, again? Seriously, dude? It's terrible. Hey, Leo, and hey, Deadly. Welcome back, and Greg. Man, what a terrible run so far. Getting a game over on the second boss is just really bad. I wonder if they have FMV for every single level in this game. That's the boss from the next level. I never made it more than a few stages into this game. I mean, maybe I made it about halfway into the game, but I never really bothered to watch the FMV. Because this is one of those games where, like, even though I owned this back in the day, I never really messed around with it much because I would just play the PlayStation version. It's so much better. So it's interesting seeing these differences, you know, like the additions, like the full motion video. One thing I like about the sequel to this, which is Ray Crisis, which is an arcade game. Oh, that was close. And also a PlayStation game. Is that your cursor, you could actually move all the way to the back end of the screen. So once you started hugging the bottom of the screen, it would move down towards the bottom, like, you know, level with you, which is... Oh, are you serious? I thought I would have killed that guy in time. Man, now I want to really play some Ray Crisis. Maybe I'll do that later tonight on Twitch. I think later tonight after this stream, I'm going to go over there and play some Beatmania. Because I haven't played Beatmania since before I had my stent procedure done. It's taken that long for my right arm to heal. But I think I'm in a position now where I can actually play it. So I think I want to do that later tonight. And since I'll have the Japanese PS2 up, I'll be able to fire up my copy of Ray Crisis. Maybe play some DoDonPachi Daiojo while I'm at it. Ah! Oh, lucky. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Seb says early FMVs may not have aged well, but they do carry their own kind of charm. Yeah. Am I thinking of Sonic Wings on this stream? Yeah, I might, Dasan, I might. Yeah, there's a bunch to choose from. Unfortunately, I played a lot of the top shelf games already. Like I played Darius Gaiden, I played Layer Section, I played Radiant Silvergun yesterday, I played Tsukiya Gurentai. I was going for like the really good games yesterday, and now there's still some really good ones left, but really good ones I don't have as much familiarity with, like Battle Gorega. Though I could still technically, I could play DoDonPachi, although I won't be doing Tate for that, so it's gonna look like crap on the Saturn. We've got the Cotton games, we got a bunch of other stuff. Yeah, so I just use my bomb there. As you combo stuff and destroy enemies, you build your meter on the top. Oh, man. Yeah, you build your meter up there on the top left. And when it's full, you can do your bomb. Now, I'm actually noticing I'm not doing the bomb by accident on this version, which is great. In the PlayStation version, I always activate the bomb by accident, and it sucks. So that's something like I haven't had an issue with in this one. I will say it is really hard to see what's going on in this version because of the choppiness. And also, the Saturn version doesn't look nearly as clean as the PlayStation version. You know, it's actually really interesting to me that they went with, like, dithering on a lot of these objects. They should have just made them solid objects. Like, your power-ups, like, why retain the transparency? It just makes everything look more muddied and difficult to see what's going on. Some interesting design choices in this one. And look at all like those visual effects with your lasers hitting enemies. Like maybe they should have just left that effect out. Because they also still use a dithering effect, and it's just, it makes everything so hard to see. It's weird. I mean, it's one thing I like about coming back and playing some of these conversions is I get to like see these details again. I completely forgot about these details and how like they affect, you know, the enjoyability of the game. Enjoyability? How they affect the enjoyments of the game. Oh, there. It's close. That was very close. I skimmed that laser like crazy. Alright, that's it. Does Panzer Dragoon count? I mean, it's still technically a shoot 'em up, but yeah, I call it, it's a rail shooter, and I separate those out from traditional, like, you know, horizontal or vertical scrolling shoot 'em ups. Yeah, I mean, the Panzer Dragoon games are awesome, though. I really love those. We will do another Saturn variety stream sometime in the near future, and I'll probably play at least one of those games. I did actually put some cards in the top right on this stream. I did link to my Let's Plays of Panzer Dragoon 1 and 2 for anybody that wants to check those out. I did Let's Plays of those about 3 years ago. Hey, Mario, welcome. Dasan says, I really want to play more Garega, but it's just too complicated for him to get into. Oh, that rank management, yeah. It's, Garega is an interesting beast. I think it's a really awesome game, and I really enjoy it, but I know what you mean. You know, if you want to have the easiest time with it, you basically have to kill yourself to, you know, lower that rank on the fly. And that's interesting for some people, but for others, it's like, it's way too much work, you know? I just want to jump in and shoot stuff and dodge things. Now, don't get me wrong, there is like a certain like level of satisfaction you get from something like Garega, learning it inside and out and manipulating its difficulty, but I don't know. I don't go back to Garega nearly as often because of that. It is, yeah, it's a lot to take in. Oh! Hey, Beholder, welcome back. God, this slowdown is just killing me right now. It is killing me. Oh, I forgot how bad it gets. And it's like... And again, like, this game is really weird. Like, it does this combination of frame skipping, which is doing frame skipping right here. I think we're going to switch games. It's doing frame skipping right here, but other times it bogs down so much, it just slows down Super R-type style. So it's... A lot of shmups will pick one or the other. This game wants to do both, and it's extremely jarring. It's very, very difficult to work around. Like, you know what I would do if I play this again, and I hate saying this because this is sacrilege to me. Like, I would put it on the easiest difficulty level, on this version specifically. Hey, Tommy? This is the second one. This is RayStorm. That's the American name. Layer Section 2 is the Japanese console name. But yep. And then let's switch over to Pachi Cam again. We're gonna do it just like we did last night. Tassan says, I admit I've given shmups a bit of a break recently. Been enjoying some modern stuff on PS5. Yeah, I've been kind of bouncing around a lot lately, too. I've been playing more shmups lately because I set up a CRT setup in another room with the Mister, and I've been doing, like, arcade stuff in Tate. But I haven't been playing nearly as many shmups these last several months in particular. All right, we'll do this one since Dasan asked about it. Jules is finally playing Dark Souls 3. Oh man, it's about time. What took you so long? I'm gonna go on eBay, see what the PlayStation version of this costs these days. I'd actually like to build up my PS1 Shmups collection again. It's looking like it's about 70. Yeah, it's closer to 80 actually. It's a bummer. I mean, if you're going to play this one a lot, I think it's worth it. There's a lot of replay value in this game. Deadly's been playing a lot of beat-em-ups for the last 6 months. Hell yeah. Oh yeah, Demon Souls Remaster, Remake, yeah. I want to play through that again. I was really tempted last night to do a Dark Souls stream again. Like maybe Dark Souls 2 or Demon Souls. Hey, Don, welcome back. It's the hardest game of the 3, though. Yeah, I don't know, Jules. This is your first playthrough. You might actually think it's one of the easier ones when on repeat plays. You know, every Dark Souls game for me was hard and annoyingly hard when I first played them. But Dark Souls 3, I just tend to rip right through these days. Well, I don't know. Thinking about it, there are some parts in it that are definitely a lot harder than other Souls games, I would say. But a lot of that comes in, like, the DLC content, which I highly recommend. You gotta play the DLC in that game. All right. Credits 9. Hard Pro. Okay. I wonder if there's anything else more difficult than just the credit limitation. Ooh, easy is infinite credits. Okay. Shot special rapid info. Looks like you can do interlace. Wow, that's... Oh, no, 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 no. Don't do that. No. No. Oh, crap. Interesting. So there's like a high-res interlaced version, which I guess will fit the entire playfield. That's actually really interesting. I didn't know that. I had no idea. Joel says the parrying is the hardest as well. Yeah, parrying is not easy in Dark Souls 3. It is doable, but yeah, definitely not easy. All right, so Sonic Wing Special. This is this is the Aero Fighters series. You have 10 different characters you can play as. Now, what's really cool is when you beat the game with all 10 characters, it unlocks a second set of characters. So there's like 20 characters you can play as total. Maybe even more hidden ones that I don't know about. It's really cool. And when you play as the second set of characters, you have like the second loop variations of the levels. So like there's a lot of replay value in this game. There's a lot of content. And by the way, if anyone that doesn't know, this is like a mixture mostly between Aero Fighters 2 and 3. There might be elements from the first game as well. But yeah, there's a lot of content in this game. It's fun. If you're the kind of person that likes to just play and unlock stuff, this is the shmup for you. Also, this is very different from the Sonic Wing Special arcade game. It had its own complete, like, look and feel and whatnot. This is more like, it's funny enough, it's using the vertical setup of the first Sonic Wings and Sonic Wing Special arcade, but it's more like a hybrid of Aero Fighters 2 and 3, bosses, level design, stuff like that. Also, bombing in this game is insanely important, especially later on, as bullets get ridiculously fast. Alright, later, Jules. That was short. Oh, no, no, no. So, Uber, the Framemeister would have picked up the signal on the interlaced mode. But there's like a 5 to 8 second signal drop. I had switched over to a normal mode again during the signal drop process. The Framemeister handles interlacing actually very well. It's the resolution switches that it doesn't like. But the Framemeister's actual interlacing is still really good. Yeah, it's a reason why I haven't upgraded to something like the RetroTink 5X, because I already have a device that does really good deinterlacing. And 240p looks amazing on it still as well, in RGB in particular. So I just kind of live with its mishandling of, resolution switching. Because the Tink 5X is like $300. It's like, It's like, I already have a $300 device. Just gonna keep using it until I can justify the Tink 5X, like when I've got a lot of play money. Oh, I moved up too far. Oh, that was stupid. That was completely my fault. Yeah, it looks like this is as fast as you can shoot, too. With this character, anyway. Everybody has, like, different shot types and whatnot. Some characters have more constantly rapid shots. Oh, and again. Oh, this is bad. I think I got an extra life. This is really interesting. I completely forgot Sonic Wings Special on consoles was a vertically oriented game. Like, you could rotate it and play in Tate. It's not going to let me destroy that back piece, will it? Oh, it will. Okay. It's weird. Hey, cool videos? Yep, double dose of Saturn. So Uber Disco, there is a arcade game called Sonic Wings Special, but it's actually really different. Again, this is more of like a hybrid of the prior Aero Fighters and Sonic Wings games. Like, this is a level from Sonic Wings 2. I mean, similar music and everything. It's like, it's based on the theme of the original, but I think it's redone. Now, keep in mind, the second two Sonic Wings games were Neo Geo titles, and so they went with the horizontal setup, where it takes up the full width of the screen horizontally, but they're still vertically scrolling games. Those games are actually really popular over here in the States. Like, you would always see Aero Fighters 2 in Neo Geo cabinets here. So that was one of those shooters I actually got to play a lot in the arcade growing up. Not because I went to a lot of arcades, but because back then, places like Walmart's had like little entertainment centers you could drop your kids off at with a few arcade cabinets. And, you know, they always had a Neo Geo cabinet. It's actually sad that Walmarts don't do that anymore. I wish I could play Neo Geo at Walmart. Still. I would. I'd go buy some stuff, and then I'd play some Aero Fighters on the way out. Walmart needs to revisit that idea. Yeah, this boss is different, though. And it looks like this guy's bomb isn't clearing out bullets near me either. Don says, arcades in the West have dwindled significantly in the past 15 years, it seems. That's a weird one. Apparently arcades are doing really well now. And I think there is, like, they're springing up all the time. But they're not in the same shape or form they used to be 15 to 20 years ago. So, you know, where, like, we had, like, entertainment centers within Walmart that we could play some arcade games at. Well, we don't have that anymore. And also, we don't really have, like, some of the old big arcade chains, like Aladdin's Castle, you know, stuff like that. The Namco-owned arcades are basically gone. However, what you have is you have a lot of, like, the big family fun centers now, like Dave & Buster's. You have Round 1, which I really like Round 1 because they do specialize in a lot more Japanese stuff. They have like a whole rhythm game section that's not just dance games. It's, you know, you've got Beatmania and Shunith and all sorts of like cool stuff. But they also have like a row of candy cab sit-downs with fighting games and some shoot-'em-ups and stuff like that. But then you have the barcade format, which those are usually, you know, in some cases independently run. And those have sprung up all over the place. And according to companies like Raw Thrills, Raw Thrills was started by like ex-Williams and Midway people, still run by industry legend Eugene Jarvis. I saw an interview with him like a year ago, basically saying that like the industry itself is basically having like a renaissance. It's like the early 90s, basically. It's just for us that experienced the early 90s, it's in a different shape and form now than it was back then, but apparently the industry is doing really well right now. It's just not the way that we remember it, you know? It's changed and evolved with the times. Stage 5. Well, we've been surviving by the skin of our teeth. Still, wait, or did I? No, I did continue. I'm down to 8 credits. Or did I use that credit starting the game? I don't remember. I assume I continued and I just wasn't paying attention. Yeah, for anyone that doesn't or hasn't seen the channel before, I'd recommend checking out the YouTube channel Arcade Heroes and watching some of his videos where he just like talks about you know, the arcade industry and whatnot. He's been running his own arcade for like 15 years now. And he's done interviews with guys like Eugene Jarvis at Raw Thrills. And it gives you a better like insight into the current state of like arcades today. What does well, what does not. He did a video a couple months ago talking about the whole arcades are dead and blah blah blah, and giving a lot of counterpoints that like people like us don't really think about because we're not in the industry. We don't have a first-hand perspective about it like something like he does, where he's been running his arcade for over a decade. Oh, geez. Alright, we'll go ahead and continue again. Ooh, we get choices now. That's pretty cool. Hey, Akira, welcome. Lance, welcome. Lance says, down here in Texas we have Cidercade. And they do have Dave & Buster's, other mom and pop places as well. Nice. Leo, again, like I said, it's a matter of perspective. To you, arcades coming, quote-unquote, coming back would be having mom and pop arcades on every street corner. That'll never happen. But where I'm coming from is those that are actually in the industry are reporting like better numbers than any time in the last 25 years, which is a sign of industry health. So, yeah, it's a matter of perspective. If these companies are making money in the industry, they will keep doing what they're doing. They will keep making games. And it seems like Raw Thrills is just putting out new games all the time, as are a bunch of other arcade manufacturers and developers. If Eugene Jarvis is saying, like, you know, this is like the best the industry's been since the 90s, I would probably take his word for it, since he's got the experience and he's got the insight and the perspective. You know, for me, yeah, we don't have a single arcade in this area that is like arcades of old, where you go into a place dedicated to just, like, upright video games. In my area, you basically have to go to, you know, the big amusement center type places. Dave & Buster's, which Dave & Buster's, for someone like me, that's like you go to it like once or twice a year. You know, you get drunk, you play some redemption games with your brother or your family, and then you kind of forget about it. Something like Round 1 is a little bit better because, again, they have more Japanese stuff. So I'll actually just go up there and just play games on my own. Usually it's because I want to play Beatmania 2DX. But even that is still not really what I remember of arcades from 20, 30 years ago. Where I went to places like Aladdin's Castle, where they were just dedicated to your upright video games. They had very few redemption machines. It was about video games. But that sort of setup seems to be... I don't want to say it's not viable in this day and age, but that's not the setup you see very often anymore. A lot of times there's a mixture of food and alcohol involved. And you get a wider clientele, I would say. Like, people that would go to a Dave & Buster's on the regular, they were never the types of people you saw, you know, playing fighting games at like an Aladdin's Castle or something like that. Yeah, also, I think when you, you know, when you select a character, I think you're basically locked into the rest of the game with that character. So if you want to switch partway through, you can't. But the game does log game completion with each character. So I binged out on this game. This was like right before starting my YouTube channel, 2007, 2008. My brother had let me borrow his Saturn at the time, and this was one of the games he had, and I went through the game with every single character, and then unlocked the, you know, the second set of characters with the second loops. And it was kind of interesting because, like, each character has a different play style, so some parts were a lot easier with certain characters than others. New turrets? No. Thought I was being slick by destroying all the turrets. Apparently I was just wasting my time. There we go. Nice. Definitely some similarities. Yeah. So the guys that made the original Sonic Wings, they went on to form Psycho. So there is a lot of DNA between the original Sonic Wings game and the later Psycho titles. Yeah, Dudley says, in cities like Las Vegas, it's easier for bowling alleys and arcades to survive because of the kind of city it is. Yeah, there's constant foot traffic and, you know, it's a tourist destination. So, yeah. Oh. Jeez, man. Yeah, his bullets came out so fast, I had no time to react. The designers of the Aero Fighters games were like, they were all about fast bullets. And that was one of Psycho's things as well, was fast bullets. Fast, 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 fast. And it's so difficult to just be able to go in and just improvise and react. This is our Aero Fighters 2 last level, I believe. Alright, let's just kill ourselves. Yeah, this level in Aero Fighters 2 is actually pretty brutal to recover from. Did we get the monkey? Oh, it's not a monkey anymore. This is different. Oof, that's rough. Oof. Oh, come on. I'm not doing that level again. Ah, screw it. One more try. Alright, nope. That's it. That's it. I will say I've never been a fan of the last level in the Aero Fighters games. They're just... I like the final stages in, like, the Strikers titles. Obviously, technically different company, but still. The final levels in these games are just not very fun to try to recover. You didn't even think that is the last boss? I thought it was. I know in... Maybe I'm just conflating it with Aero Fighters 2, where like that would be the end of the game. You might be right. There might be another final stage in this version. I completely forgot. It's been like 15 years since I've actually gone all the way through this game. Hey, Society, welcome back. How are you doing? Oh, man. That was rough. Yeah, one of the things about this game, too, is like I find myself basically having to start using bombs just from an offense angle. Well, there you go, Dasan. I hope you enjoyed that. Okay, let's see. What do I feel like doing now? We have a lot to pick from. Now, I did play this last week. We were doing a Mr. FPGA variety stream. And I ended up playing this last week. We're going to do the Saturn version tonight. It weighs 30 pounds? No. She's probably like 15. She's probably 15. Yeah, so this version, if you're going to play this, it's best to play it in Tate mode if you have the ability to. Otherwise, like, the way, like, the screen crunches, it creates this, like, shimmering effect that's kind of hard in the eyes, so you've been warned. Alright, Saturn mode. I forgot what Saturn mode does. I'm guessing it's some kind of a range mode. Let's do arcade mode. Oh, unless Saturn mode is the Tate mode. I don't know. It's been a while since I messed around with this version. Yeah, this is DoDonPachi. Great early bullet hell game by Cave. She is a princess. She's a good girl.
The countdown begins. 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, she is very much well fed. Yeah. She's a little too well fed right now. Now that I have a second cat, she goes and eats his food. So she's actually getting more food now than she was previously. Hey, Adam, this is the best game ever. It is pretty good. Oops. Hey, Aberdeen. Finders keepers, yeah. Whoa there. Oh, come on, really? Oh, why did I do that? Ugh. Wasting all my bombs because I'm dying before using them. That is always my biggest problem, especially in shmups by cave. I'm so used to being able to dodge through just like crazy patterns that I don't use my bombs, and then I die to something really easy. I mean, if you're trying, like, I play for survival primarily. I don't play for score. Because I figure, if I can't even beat the game on 1 credit, why am I even bothering, you know, playing for score? Playing for score is something I do after I've learned how to 1 credit clear something. Now, I will typically learn the scoring system, but I don't usually try to play around it too hardcore because, you know, I'm focused on survival. And bombs are insanely useful for survival. If you can't use your bombs, you're probably not going to survive. At least someone at my skill level, you know? So it's always a gut punch when I die with like 4 bombs in my inventory. Because those are chances... Those were moments where I could have survived when I didn't. These graphics are so jumbled, it's so hard to see what's going on. Yeah, definitely got to play in Tate on this version. Hey Jason, welcome to the stream. Yeah, it's still really bad, Seb. Yeah. Yeah, the CRT doesn't really mask it very much. This graphics mode looks like Soul Cresta. It actually does. And I still want to get that game, but I'm not paying $40 for it. No siree. Oh!
Power up.
And again.
Power up. Boomerang.
You are approaching the target of attack. The mission starts now. Are you ready?
Yeah, I agree, Seb. Hotel Mario is a pretty fun game. We're gonna do a CDI stream sometime soon. We'll play that again. Whoa there. Alright, we'll try it again. Switch characters this time. Oh, I'm still on shot type. I always do laser type with the red ship. Oh, thought I could cut through that. Just exactly what I'm talking about. It's like, I thought I could do something, I wasn't able to pull it off, I lost 6 bombs for it, for that mistake. That's 6 get-out-of-jail-free cards that I'm not able to use. Man, like, if I knew I could get more disciplined with that, I know I'd be able to get close to 1cc in this game eventually. Also, formulating a better route in some of these levels would be handy. Ah, man.
Power up.
attack. Mission starts now. Are you ready?
And again.
Power up. Power up.
Are you serious, man? Where is my hitbox? Ugh. I should probably just give up. Oh, man. Yeah, I've never even been to this level. Again, this shooter in particular is one I try to play on just one credit. And, that previous level we were at, that's as far as I've made it on one credit. In the past, obviously not on this run. Oh, one lone bullet. Oh, jeez, again. I did not recently pick up a version of 7th Guest Aberdeen. I was just showing it off the other day. I've had both my copies for a long time. I have both the CDI and the MS-DOS version on PC. I was just showing Seb my CDI collection because he's like one of the only people that would ever care about it. He grew up with the CDI. And he lives in the home country of Philips, who created the CDI. So I think it was most popular in that region. And his YouTube channel focuses a lot around the CDI. He does a lot of other stuff too, but he's got a lot of CDI content.
Bomber, you are approaching the target attack. Mission starts now. Are you ready?
Ugh. Man. Oh, this sucks. I did not did not know that was gonna happen. Jeez.
Just a couple more shots.
Okay, so that is the final level. That's good to know, because I've never actually credit fed to the end. I've never seen what the end looks like. At least not in well over 20 years. Ugh. 20 years is a long time.
Game over.
If you get to that boss and you beat it without continuing, I'm going to assume you get a true final boss afterwards. So it is, you know, I was kind of praising Strikers yesterday, as well as you know, Sonic Wings, for like forcing you to go, like, to replay a whole level if you get a game over and you want to continue. It keeps people from credit feeding, but
Presented by
the nice thing about being able to credit feed in a game like this is that you can actually see the end of the game and get used to it at least a little bit. So when you try to get an eventual 1 credit clear, you'll have a little bit of that experience and practice, which is nice. So it's kind of a double-edged sword, though, because you get a lot of people that don't really know the genre, and they just get in, they just hit start over and over, and they just keep bombing. And then they get to the end of the game, they go, "That was too easy. This game's too easy." Yeah, and they don't get like the real experience. You know, they don't know any better. Okay. Let's switch over to. Yeah, Uber says you can't lose. Oh. Seb, Milo is actually behind me. Yeah, Milo is, I've got the windows open, so he's just like looking out. There is no Gradius Gaiden on Saturn, Dasan. So it can only be one thing, and one thing only. I'll let you figure that one out. Or you can just wait about 5 seconds and see the title screen. I've never actually watched this FMV, I always skip through it. It's pretty cool. No, I played Darius Gaiden. Not Gradius Gaiden, I played Darius Gaiden. We'll start off with the first Gradius. Saturn difficult? What? Are you telling me there's an even higher difficulty setting just for this version? That's very interesting. Let's see. Let's go with rapid shot as X, rapid missile as Y. Wait, what? Power up is all. That's odd. You know what? Let's actually reverse it. Let's do rapid shot as A, rapid missiles B, and then power up is C, and then regular shot and missiles there. Screen arcade, arcade zoom. I like the wider aspect ratio, but I'm thinking that it's gonna like screw with the graphics, so we'll just leave it at the regular. I'm sure none of you need an introduction to this game, but this is basically the arcade version. Classic game. Yeah, one of the reasons I tell people that the Saturn and PlayStation were some of the best consoles for shooting games because they had a wide variety. Like, we just came off of Bullet Hell. But then we can also go back and play Arcade Gradius and Gradius 2 and Salamander. You know, there's just a wide variety of shooting games. Whereas when you get into like the Xbox 360 era, you know, there was a lot of great stuff, but it also veered very, very heavy into like the DoDonPachi and Bullet Hell, which isn't for everybody. This is gonna be... Oh, that's right, there's a safe spot in the arcade version. Does the TurboGrafx 16 have any bullet hells? I mean, they have games with a lot of bullets, Uber, but not really in the same way as like DoDonPachi or something like that. So I would say no. And that's one reason why, despite TurboGrafx having probably the largest console shmup library ever, I don't consider it to be the best because you don't have as much variety in styles. Like, the genre hadn't evolved enough yet. Saturn and PlayStation is where the genre basically peaked. And it was at that time we had, like, all styles of shooters, and it just had the greatest mixture, you know? You also started having compilations and stuff like that by this point in time, so you've even got like Golden Age era shooters on it, or on these platforms, that are also, like, really good. Konami's got its own MSX collection with a bunch of MSX shooters. Yeah, you've got the Namco museums on PlayStation with your Galaga and Xevious and stuff like that. You even got, you know, an Atari collection on the Saturn, which I think has Tempest on it. Ugh. Hey, Tony, welcome back. Yep, Parodius, yep. You got the Parodius Deluxe packs, and then you got Sexy Parodius. And the other thing, too, about the Saturn and PlayStation era is, especially these older games that were ported, they're, like, pretty much arcade perfect, as far as I can tell, in a lot of cases. So, like, the PC Engine had a great version of Gradius, but still not arcade perfect. Although it did have some nice enhancements. I mean, anyone that's like a hardcore shooting fan, though, you still have to play the 8 and 16-bit stuff, 100%. You know, I'm not trying to discount those libraries at all, but I just think the 32-bit era was more balanced, so there's something for everybody. You know, there's stuff for, like, the super hardcore dedicated players, there's stuff for, like, the beginners. Not everything is a bullet hell. Yeah, because I died, this is gonna be a little difficult. And I died again. Tony, I don't mean people that just really like the genre. I mean people that are like, they're one life clearing, you know, DoDonPachi and going to a second loop and doing it there too. That's the kind of hardcore I mean. You're not that level, no offense or anything. You're a big fan of the genre, but you're not a player like that. Yeah, when I say hardcore, that's what I mean. You know, the top tier players, yeah. Like, I consider myself decent, but I am nowhere near that level, you know? Very few get to that level, to be fair, but still. Again, there's something for everybody. Oh! What am I doing? Ugh. And good old arcade Gradius, still pretty challenging. Oh, you gotta be kidding me! And I'm dying in the dumbest ways possible. Man gets through the hard parts just fine. Struggles with the easiest parts. Yeah, and if I remember correctly, I don't think you get any continues in arcade Gradius. Yeah, I'm gonna die again. Sweet! That's rough. Seb, hey, Seb says, hey, that's a plane I can relate to. Yeah, no continues. Alright, the question is, how do I go back? I just did the soft reset command. Okay, cool. Just ABC and start. Alright, we'll do Gradius 2. This was a 96 release. Interesting. Alright, looks like it's the same thing as before. I'm going to switch power up to X. I was actually kind of struggling with that. Alright, there we go. Same screen settings here. Oh, this one doesn't, it's not actually stretching it out, it's just extending it. We'll extend it. Oh, and there's no Saturn difficult on this one. Yeah, this is a fantastic game. Banu says the bulk of his Gradius experience was Light Force on NES. Yeah, that's a classic.
Destroy them all.
That was one of my first shoot-'em-ups post-Atari. Okay, that's awkward. Alright. We've got skipping audio when we're not even using a real CD. Let's see if it resets on the next level. Oh boy. There we go. Desan, we are on the satiator, yeah. Alright, level 2. Lots of slowdown in Gradius, too. Milo!
Shoot it in the eye.
Oh, Tony, you got a satiator? I didn't know that. I thought you just used the mode and that was it. That's cool. What satiator firmware am I running? I don't remember. I think it's about a year old. Oh, come on! Again? That really sucks. Makes you wonder if it's going to do it on the Salamander collection as well. Oops, I did not want to do that. Oh man.
Destroy the core.
Well, at least we survived. Yeah, it does ruin a fine game real quick. This is the first game I've had issues like that with. That was way too fast.
You need some practice.
Man. That's rough. No, I'm not going to update the save shader right now, Uber. Like I said, it hasn't really been a problem. It's just Gradius 2 doesn't seem to like. So, that's not a big deal. Yeah, and you know, like, I conditioned myself to be powering up with the C button, and then I changed it for Gradius 2, and I was still trying to hit the C button in Gradius 2, and ended up like pressing the power up button by accident and speeding up way too fast. So we're gonna try the Salamander Deluxe pack now. I'm very curious if it's gonna have the same problem, but we'll see. Hey, Patchouli. Nope, right back to sleep. She's like, I don't care about you. Unless you've got more food for me. The croissant has passed judgment. Pretty sweet. Alright, now the original arcade Salamander I am god awful at. I mean, same with its Life Force variants. So shot is B, missile is C, rapid shot Y, or rapid shot missile, yeah. So there is actually no power up in this.
Destroy them all. Pick it up for multiple. Pick it up multiple. Missile. Pick it up for force field. Pick it up force ripple laser. Multiple.
It's just great being able to have these games on Saturn. Yeah, now that I've stretched the screen out a little bit, I do notice that there's some shimmer that wouldn't be there normally. That's something to keep in mind if you stretch it out. Still a pretty fun game, though. There's a lot going on.
An intruder has penetrated our force field.
Oh, wow. I got lucky.
Pick it up for laser. Has penetrated our force field.
Dasan, did you ever play the Life Force variants? It uses the Gradius power-up system. You might like it more if you haven't played it.
Go to the right.
Oh, geez, I did not need that speed up. Man, apparently you don't get extra lives in this game. Okay. Well, that went downhill pretty fast. Jeez. Yep, no continues. Oh, that's pretty cool. When you soft reset, it does that. Here, we'll do Life Force since that was so short. Well, Life Force is basically Salamander, but with the Gradius power-up system.
Destroy them all. Enter Sonic Mako Zone. Hyper speed. Hyper speed. Increase power. Destruct missile. Multiple. Destroy violent antibiotics.
It seems like there are some other differences too. Graphical changes. Like, wasn't this background blue in Salamander?
Laser. Multiple. Play through muscle tissue. Fire! 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 Fire!
Yeah, so for those guys that don't know, like, the lineage of the Gradius series, Salamander was actually the second game in the series, not Gradius 2. This is kind of interesting. So if you're looking at this thinking, this isn't Gradius 2, it doesn't look as good, well, it's because this was actually the second Gradius game. And this is a remix of that second game.
Enter kidney zone.
Yeah, the level progression is different. That's really cool.
Kidney stone cannot be destroyed.
Well, no, this is... Okay, this is the same level, just, it's... So Life Force has the organic theme, I guess, more so than Salamander. I guess that's what's happening.
Shield.
Interesting.
Beacon Cylon attacking.
I mean, there were still differences on this level. Despite, you know, different background, there's still a lot of similarities to that first space stage.
Destroy center membrane.
Wow, yeah, it's the same boss, just interesting. In the NES version of the game, it's the Salamander version of the boss. That's wild. I didn't even know that.
Enter from inner chamber. Warning, danger zone. Multiple. Acid flame.
What? I did not know this. Blue flame level. Wow. Okay, this has way more differences than I imagined.
Hyper speed.
That's crazy.
Multiple. Acid flame.
Oh my god.
Destruct missile. Acid flame. Acid flame.
Yeah, Seb, I was thinking the same thing. Having your power bar being a 2x3 grid is... it feels weird. Let's see what happens when we soft reset here. Nice, it does the same thing. That's awesome. I like that. Yeah, the fire stage, especially in the arcade version, is like, you've got to memorize that. Yeah, so Deadly, what's really interesting is for Life Force on NES, they combine the two. You have your space stages, you've got your robots and mechanical enemies, but then you also have the organic stuff too. I didn't realize, I thought Life Force was literally just Salamander with the Gradius power-up system. I didn't realize they made all those like visual and thematic changes. That's really cool. Yeah, we actually have this at our local round 1. So I do play it there occasionally. Yeah, this is Salamander 2. 1996, apparently. It's a pretty cool game. Yeah, so now you've got options in this just like in the previous games, but you can also use them offensively, like you can unleash them. It's pretty cool. So that's something that's new here. I wonder how the PlayStation versions of these collections compare. They are in PS1 Decide, yeah, Japanese only. Yeah, I don't know why Konami ignored Western regions with the Gradius series when it came to PS1. Like they had the Deluxe packs, they had Gradius Gaiden. It's kind of weird considering how popular the PS1 was over here. Oh, nice. Oh, this is sort of like a Sonic Wings style thing where your power-ups, they downgrade over time. Hey, John, welcome back. Whoa. It looks like we have a sound glitch. Except now it's at least... Ugh. At least it's not constantly, like, skipping on us. I'd rather have it just go out completely like this than do what it did to us on Gradius 2. Yeah, so we've got missiles, and then we've got twin missiles, and I'm not really sure how that works. I wonder if it's you just pick up the missile the second time, and then it... Yeah, that's all it is. I guess the twin missile actually is temporary, just like your main shot. Oh! Man, I'm so slow right now. Phew, okay. Yeah, the thing about this gameplay setup is that when you die, you're at the complete mercy of power-up drops. You know, in standard Gradius games, there are always power-ups being dropped, so when you die, you can at least get an instant speed-up, but not here. Oh. Hey, we can continue! Hey, SNK boy, welcome on. Welcome back. I'm noticing that Gradius 5 has a bunch of like Salamander 2 throwbacks, like this whole level. You've missed quite a few, yeah. Alright, see ya, gotcha. Have a good day. Ugh. Yeah, same here, Deadly. It's super colorful. I definitely want to put more time into this game in general. It's been on my to-do list for a long time. This is the most I've ever played it in one sitting. It's got a really good soundtrack, too. Oh. Oh, again. Oh, looks like our audio messed up again. Speeder section, I have no speed power-ups. Ugh. Oh, why did I do that? It looks like you get infinite continues. There's no credit limit. I did it again. That was stupid. Why do I keep doing that? That is so easy to avoid. I don't even know if it's worth launching your options out on a boss like this. Ooh, are we going to hell, guys? We're going to Gradius hell. Does it have to do with there being too many sound effects playing at once? No, Don, probably not. It's the music track that's getting borked. Oh, that was the final boss. Holy crap. Okay, I could see myself being able to 1cc this game with some practice. I definitely want to try that now. Hey, Vince. Ha! Akira Yamaoka. No shit. That's awesome. Looks like there's still no arcade archives of this game. Oh, I don't deserve a GG on that one, guys. I continued like 7 times. Come on. But I appreciate it. Hey, I've never actually seen to the end of the game. It looks like there's a loop 2. So... Oh, that's right. When you go to loop 2, you get original Salamander music. And no continues, so... Yeah, I'll definitely have to revisit that. I gotta figure out what other platforms it's on. Maybe I'll just play it at round 1, assuming they fixed the button on that machine. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Oh man, yeah, that was fun. That was cool. All right. Milo is by my window, Andy, so he's yeah, he can't technically be on camera with where he's at. Hey, Patchouli. 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 Hey, you. Oh. Are you done sleeping? Patchouli. Patchouli. Hey, you. What are you doing? Man, you are a chunky girl. She's chunky. Oh, that's your new View Sonic monitor. Yeah, I remember those monitors. I see those at thrift stores occasionally. And it's got built-in speakers. That's nice. That seems like a good score for $5. Oh, that's right. Is it this one that uses the RAM cartridge? Yeah, LCD speakers usually aren't that great, Uber, so it's nice that they're pretty solid for you. That's cool. Alright, I've mostly just played the first Cotton. I haven't messed around much with the other ones. Arcade, Saturn. A-Shot, B-Catch, C, Magic. What is Catch all about? Hey, Zanctum. Interesting. So you can throw those at enemies now. That's cool. Interesting. You hold down the shot button and you move around faster. Interesting. Yeah, so you can grab power-ups and throw them back. You can just throw enemies back too. Oops. So if this is like the original Cotton, you're supposed to actually avoid all these to get the most amount of points. But once you start collecting them, just keep collecting them. All right, later, Jason. Have a good night. Yeah, the controls seem a little weird. I notice that sometimes I'm doing like a three-way shot. Other times I'm doing like I'm dropping bombs. I'm not sure how to do that. So I don't know if they're like directional inputs I need to do. That game over? That's game over. Oh, Leo, I just groan when people request things of me. That's... it doesn't matter what it is. But no, I haven't put a lot of time into the Cotton series. I put more time into the first game. Both the PC Engine one and the arcade one. I did pick up the remake on PS4. I'm not really digging this throwing mechanic yet. It's like really cumbersome. I just want to shoot stuff, you know? But game doesn't seem to be designed around just shooting stuff. Yeah, to speed up, you have to not fire. You have to hold down the attack button to speed up. It's weird. It's not something you're gonna just like get on with right away. It's probably a lot of fun when you know what you're doing, but I don't know what the hell I'm doing right now. Ah. Yeah, I know, 90s gaming guy, it's kind of obvious. You still have the same demeanor and you're still using the same icon. I'm not sure why months later you're just now explaining that. Also, people, stop changing your stupid names online. It just makes it confusing for everybody involved. God damn it. That's one thing that grinds my gears, is someone that has to expose myself to all these people. It's like, people are constantly changing their names. It's like... It's like, stop it. No reason. Alright, what do we get for this? Hey, thanks, Wonka. I appreciate that. I highly doubt witness protection is going to have you change your random-ass online username. Yeah, Pearl Jammer 07, you're just gonna... You can't use that name anymore. Yeah, there's definitely, like, some weird things happening with this game, and I have no idea what I'm doing. Yeah, like, I just tossed out a bomb. It's just so weird. Yeah, it's up and attack is bomb. Down attack is bomb as well. I give up on this game. I knew you were just joking, Andy. You're always joking. Terribly, but you're always joking. Oh, so here's another quick tip. If you want to joke online, use some emotes so people know you're joking. This game is annoying me. It's like, it seems like it's way too complicated for its own good. I don't know. Let's try Cotton Boomerang. I want to say it's not as complex, but I could be wrong. There you go, Tony. There you go. Oh, I have to actually take out the RAM cartridge. Yeah, so Leo, there's a bunch of forums I'm on that has name changes as well. I mean, even Atari Age has it. And I think on Atari Age, at least, there is, like, you can hover over someone's name. There should be a button that gives you, like, their name history. But a lot of forums don't have that. That's like, you can change your name, but there's no name history. And, I wonder if this is... I don't know. I'm gonna put the RAM card back, and I forget one of the Cottons uses the RAM cartridge. I can't remember if it's Cotton 2 or Cotton Boomerang. All right, let's try this. See what happens. ICQ had a cool feature where you can rename someone else from your end. Oh yeah, you know Steam has a name change feature too. That's yeah, I don't even know who most of my Steam friends are anymore. Oh no, SNK, don't tell me that. You're saying Boomerang's basically just a remix. God damn it. Well, on the time codes, I'll just lump these two together. Oh, you get different characters to pick from too. Okay. Looks like it's 480i as well. I wonder if the main game is that. Oh, you get 3 characters. Okay. Oh no, it's going to 240p. Oh, jeez. All right. God, I hate the resolution switching. I always try to avoid these games on stream because of my capture card. Okay, yeah, you still have the capture mechanic. But hey, I bomb all the time now. Okay, that's already a lot better. Hey, it's actually labeling my pickups too. So that's pretty handy. Oh, am I like charging up? I am charging up. Huh. Okay. Yeah, this is already a lot more user-friendly. Yeah, I see what you mean by it being basically a remix. We get to fight this boss again. Unlimited charge attacks, though? I'm okay with that. Oh, okay. Yeah. Geez, avoiding them here seems like it's impossible. Oh, Zangnip says no game sound. Oh, damn it. That's the second time I've done that in 2 weeks. I know you have a good imagination, Cafe Man. So, you don't need game sound. Game sound's overrated. Yeah, so I have to disable my capture card when there's a resolution switch, because a lot of times it comes back in and the sound gets all glitched out and distorted, so... And I forgot to, after I reactivated my capture card, I forgot to raise the volume back up. Yeah, so the change acts as like a bomb. Oh, come on. Game over. Select 3 characters again. Yeah, I mean, there's still a learning curve in this one, too. Jeez. Yeah, so change is basically like bombs. But you also switch your character? Secret. Oh, there's more. I didn't see those come in. Oh, jeez. I still haven't played Bat Rider. Everybody raves about it. I still haven't played it, but it's on the Mister now, I believe. I need to fire it up. Yeah, if the audio starts glitching out, it's because of the resolution switches. I mean, it seemed like there are still command inputs. I guess those don't change. Yeah, this game is so weird. There's just so much... Like, even though it feels like it's a little more user-friendly than Cotton 2, there's still so much to it. Yeah, it does change your character. That's what I thought. Oh. Oh, that's game over again. Alright, we'll continue once more. Jeez. Yeah, it's one of those bosses that's like, probably really easy when you know his patterns, and you know what to watch for. Another signal drop. Oh, come on. Ugh. Alright, this is annoying me. There's just too much stuff to learn. This is a game you'd have to play, like, endlessly. It's not a good pick-up-and-play kind of shooter. This is definitely something you've got to dedicate time to. There are a lot of gimmicks in this game, along with part 2. Whew. That is rough. Yeah, some shooters are like that. I mean, Radiant Silvergun is like that. Like, it's the kind of game where, like, you're not gonna probably find the fun for a while. Ugh. Yeah, that's what he's talking about, Andy. There's only one cotton on the Mega Drive. So you can't really be talking about anything else. Ugh. Man. I mean, it's definitely something I'm going to have to try to put more time into eventually, but... yeah, that was still rough, though. Hey, Patchouli. Hey, you. I also just realized that I didn't change my thumbnail here. Man, at this rate, I might not even stream much longer. It might be like last night where we just do like a 3-hour-long stream. Oh, we're already at the 3-hour mark. I was hoping to go longer tonight, but I'm getting hungry and I'm getting annoyed, and that's never a good combination. But I don't want to take a lunch break unless I'm going to be streaming a lot longer. So I don't know. Let's see what else. What am I missing that I kind of want to play? I know there were some other shmups I wanted to play. I totally forgot. I don't remember if Thunder Force 5 does the constant resolution switching. But I wouldn't mind playing that. Haven't done that game in quite a while, actually. I haven't played Thunder Force 5 in quite a bit. Yeah, you got the Thunder Force Gold Packs. That's pretty cool. Hey, Executioner, what's going on, man? Yeah, I'm doing okay. Good to see you're still out there. Yeah, we'll go ahead and try it anyway. Hey, Milo. There's Milo. Not yet, Uber. I may not. I'm not sure. Shinryu is not a favorite of mine. But, yeah, we might try it out. Yeah. Got something to run by me. Okay. Yeah, this is constantly switching between resolutions. Hopefully it stays once we're in the game. Just bear with me here, guys. I know this is a pain in the ass. This is what I hate about this generation of gaming. It's not on CRTs. I liked it, actually. I liked it quite a bit, but when it comes to capturing it, just like it screws with my capture cards. So I've got Thunder Force 5 loaded. I'm just waiting for it to get into actual gameplay, and then I have to cycle my capture card. Okay. There we go. Alright, so like I said, we're going to try some Thunder Force 5. Hopefully it doesn't switch between levels. I don't remember if it does. But yeah. Have I ever played Devil's Crush for Super Famicom? Oh, yeah, no, it's not Devil's Crush. Yeah, Jackie Crush. I've played Jackie Crush, yeah. I've played it plenty. Yep. Alright, Thunder Force 5. Yeah, this is... Saturn and PlayStation is why I need a RetroTink 5X for my stream. Alright, it's been a while since I played this. Yeah, no problem, Uber. I'm glad you checked it out. Unfortunately, the Saturn version gets a little choppy here and there. You got this overdrive attack. Your little option pods, they're called craws. They charge up. And then when they're charged, you can use your overdrive, or whatever it's called. It's probably a different term for it. This weapon here, free range, is basically the be-all, end-all in this game. It is way overpowered. Yeah, exactly, Seb. The resolution changes, they are a headache. That's why the RetroTink 5X is amazing, because it handles them just flawlessly, so... Andy says it's called Over Weapon. Cool. Thank you, I guess. All I really care about is what it does. You guys will notice, like, I never name things correctly on my channel, because I really don't care. All I care about is what it does, and I can convey that. I could even call it Super Duper Ultra Attack, and it would probably still get the point across, and it'll sound ridiculous, but all I care about is that you guys know what it is and what I'm talking about and what it does. Seb, I played Strikers 2 yesterday, but not Strikers 1. Strikers 1 was definitely something that was potentially on the docket. Same with Gunbird. Over Weapon. That doesn't even make any sense. Damn Japanese naming conventions. Super Duper Ultra Attack makes a lot more sense than Over Weapon. Don, it was on PlayStation. I think the original target platform was Saturn. So you get a lot of different visual effects in the Saturn game. Saturn one is generally the better of the two. But one nice thing about the PlayStation version is that it never, ever, ever, ever slows down. Yeah, I am definitely not well practiced at this anymore. This has a score multiplier system where the faster you kill an enemy, the more points you get. Never been a huge fan of those types of scoring systems where it's about killing everything as fast as possible. What ends up happening with those scoring systems, you literally have to memorize everything. And this is definitely a memorizer when it comes to, I mean in general, but when it comes to scoring in particular, you have to know exactly where everything's going to spawn in. Thunder Force 6 is on PS2, Andy. Yeah, so in the PlayStation version, you don't have like that lower city below the floor. There's a lot of changes like that. I need to, I want to get Thunder Force 6 sometime. Yeah, that's using the Saturn's VDP2, as Deli and I were talking last night. Don, about a year or two ago, I was looking and Thunder Force 6 was about $90. So, there's a chance that it could have gone up. Or maybe it's about the same still. Hopefully it's about the same. Oh, that's not good. But with how everything's been going in this market, I wouldn't be surprised if it's more expensive now. Hello? Oh, no, 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 no! Okay, I got lucky. Yeah, that boss can grab you. Thankfully, I had a shield. You don't need to mod your PS2, Andy. Just buy a Japanese console. That's what I did. I'm also sure most of us know how region locking works on those things. Seb goes, emulation for the win. Yeah, I mean, there's that too. Yep. Yep, definitely deadly. Yeah. I mean, the Saturn does 3D very, very different from the PlayStation. And it's, you know, video architecture is very different to begin with. And so when you've got multi-platform games from back then, it's really interesting seeing how the visuals panned out on both systems because of how much different their architecture is. Yeah, free McBoot, Tony. Yep, yep, good call. Hey, Crestline. Yeah, I just do a Japanese console because I have a bunch of Japanese PS2 and PS1 games. And so I just use the Japanese console when I want to play that library of games. But if I wanted to play backups, there are other ways. And there's also hard drive methods. But Japanese system can use the same hookups as the American console, so when I want to swap between regions, I just swap the base unit. It's not rocket science. Banu, yeah, I mean, that's the apparent story is, you know, Sega designed it as a 2D machine. But honestly, it kind of surprises me that they didn't have the foresight. Like, they were like forerunners of polygons in arcades. Them and Namco, like, you know, I feel like they should have known, like, that's the direction the industry was going. Especially given the success of their games, like Virtua Fighter and Virtua Racing and whatnot. No, I don't know, it's interesting that they chose the 2D direction just right out of the gate. And then had to, make modifications for 3D capabilities. It's interesting. What the hell? Seriously? Great. Well, this is probably going to be a game over. I lost the only good weapon in the game. What games are those, SNK? I'm going to assume Hyper Duel is one of them. Yeah, this is pathetic. Oh yeah, Blast Wind, that one's up there now too, yeah. Which is really surprising to me. Everybody ignored that one back in the day. Well, I mean, maybe that's why it is so expensive, because everyone did ignore it back in the day. I didn't know a single person that had Blast Wind. Even though it was available for sale at my local game stores, like, I had the opportunity to buy it back then, I never did. Oh, jeez. I didn't realize I lost my big ship. Hyperdual Blast Wind, G-Vector. G-Vector's not even a shmup, though. I mean, it's an on-rail shooter. But okay. Night Striker S, Terra Cresta 3D. Okay, you obviously want those as a part of your shooting collection. Yeah, those are... Yeah, I don't even know what G-Vector goes for. I never look it up because, like... I didn't even really know about it until a couple of years ago. I didn't know of G-Vector until I had it on... I was researching stuff to put on the Satiator. Hey, Boston Burf. What's going on, man? Red Book audio or sequenced music? Not really sure what the point of that is. Both can basically be the same. It just depends on how it's implemented. Yeah, exactly, Deadly. Why one or the other? Some games from this time period had to do sequenced music generated by the internal sound hardware in order to get the best experience possible. You know, you can't play Red Book audio and load data at the same time. So what you do is you would have games generating their music with the internal sound hardware. Great example is Scorcher on the Saturn. It's constantly loading data in and generating the music with the sound hardware instead of doing CD audio. And the Saturn's internal sound hardware is so damn good that if you play the CD version of Scorcher on like the PC version where it uses CD audio, it sounds pretty much the same. That's not the case with every soundtrack that is generated using the Saturn's internal sound hardware, like Solar Eclipse, for instance. Sounds like a glorified Super Nintendo game. I still like how it sounds, but, you know, a Red Book audio soundtrack probably would have done that game favors, but I think there was also a technical limitation, because I think that game's constantly loading in assets, so they had to go with the internal sound hardware to generate the music. Oh, come on. Alright, that's not good. Great. Yeah, if you lose the free range, you are just... All these mini-bosses take so much longer to kill. You're meant to quick kill just about everything in the game. And when you can't do that, it's like a totally different game. I honestly think this game would have been more fun if they just got rid of the free range completely. Designed the game around like the rest of the weapons, like Thunder Force 3 and 4 were. Oh, and I have 0 lives left. Interesting. That's how many times I've died. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, man. Oh, yet another Mega Man X conversation where everyone devolves the conversation into talking about what their favorites are. Why is it with Mega Man? That's always where the conversations devolve to. I don't understand people. I don't even understand myself half the time. Right, Patchouli? Right. I think I'm gonna go. I think I'm done. I'm hungry. I'm hungry and I'm annoyed. Hey, Seth, welcome back. Because there's like 3,000 of them. Everyone relates to Mega Man, says Tony. Well, can you have a conversation about Mega Man without going on about what your favorite is? I mean, I don't get it, man. Like, who cares what your favorite is? Just play them all. It doesn't matter. Just enjoy them. Hey, right on, Uber. Uber, thanks for hanging out, man. I know you're a busy stream guy yourself, so I don't get to see you too often these days outside of me rating you on Twitch. But yeah, appreciate you hanging out. I'm glad you're enjoying your new LCD. Seb says, but X8. Hey, later, Deadly. Crestline has never played Mega Man. See, now that's something that's a little more interesting. I'm more interested in something like that. Like, I don't care what your favorite Mega Man is. Some of us have been playing Mega Man for like 35 years. Okay, what I find more interesting is when I see something like that. It's like, I've never played a Mega Man game. See, that is actually legitimately interesting. So, yeah, I don't know. It's just when you're online all the time and you hold on, I'm actually in the Thunder Force 5 menu trying to. There we go. Some happy music. I don't know. You see the same conversation over and over again. It's like you see like Mega Man come up, and as a streamer you're like, oh no. Okay, how long until we start talking about our favorites? Oh no, here it is. Here it comes. Boom, there it is. And there's like 20 minutes of my life just out the window. Yeah, Don. What's my favorite Castlevania game? Oh, man. I will say I do need to go back to Mega Man 8. And actually, I need to go back to Mega Man 11. I promised people I would do a playthrough of that. I went back a couple months ago and tried to start learning it. And I did 3 Robot Masters, and I haven't gone back. Oh yeah, like Uber says, oh, I wish Konami would do something. Yeah, the company blame conversations. Yep. Dozens and dozens of times that topic has come up on this stream. I just roll my eyes every time it happens. Seth goes, ranking build engine games, now that I'll do. Oh, man. Sin City says, who cares? Enjoy the games you're playing. Yes! Yes, Sin City. Don says, Mega Man conversation just destroyed the stream. No, my hunger and tiredness destroyed the stream. I woke up, ate like half a sub, took some meds, fed the cats, did some dishes, started streaming. Thinking I'd be like super energized, but I'm not. I'm just out of it right now, so I'm going to go get some more food. And I do really want to play Beatmania, and I would just play Beatmania on YouTube, but it's one of those things that I'll probably get copyright claim to hell and back, so I can't do that here. So I'm just gonna go play some stuff I feel like playing for the rest of the night. Over on the TWITCH. I failed to mention that this is a great soundtrack, by the way. I play the same games over and over. I'm gonna have the same conversations over and over, dagnabbit. Same old games and old conversations. Even Patchy's like, again with the Mega Man talk? Please. Where's Milo? Can we get some Milo for a change? There he is. You see his arm. Mega Man's. There's Milo. Oh, man. This could be interesting. They're having a ball. Scratch him up. Hey, Marcelo. Yeah, I have a patchouli second. Yeah. His name is Milo. He's a goofball. Oh man. Alright guys, I think that's gonna finally do it for me. Glad you guys got to see some Milo for once. Yeah, he likes to sit on that that bottom floor in that condo, and so you guys can never actually see him with the camera set up. But yeah. Alrighty, thanks for watching. Sorry this wasn't as exciting as I had hoped, but thanks for those that tuned in. I appreciate it. Thanks for those that weren't ranking your favorite Mega Mans. I appreciate it. But no, thanks for hanging out, guys. I have the archive to yesterday's stream. It's in the description box below if you want to see that. I'll probably have this one up sometime tomorrow. If you guys want to go watch the archive, I'll have it time-coded just like with the previous one. And, I don't know, we'll try to be back with some other stuff soon. Some other Saturn stuff in particular. Also, I need to post my next quick play to channel backers. So I will try to do that in the next day or two. But yeah, that's gonna do it for me. Thanks for hanging out once again, guys. To my Twitch friends, I'll be over there in a little bit if you want to see some Beatmania 2DX. And then I'll probably switch over to other shoot-em-ups on PS1 and PS2. Oh no, they're going at it hard. Uh-oh. Patchouli? No. 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 Don't come up here. Is Milo losing interest already? I heard Patchouli starting to growl, and that's always a bad sign. Okay. Oh now Milo's starting to meow. Yeah, that means he's in like super hyper playful mode, which Patchouli doesn't always like. Yeah, take care, guys. I'll see you later.